Hi everyone, it's Lisa Trevan with the second video log for Let's Dance WBF, also known to her friends as Harriet. This is what Harriet did over the winter. Nothing. She was in some, she was out some. She begged for cookies. She went out with her friends and she watched the chickens. The chickens are not her friends. And then she watched me feed the chickens, and then she begged for cookies. She started to get tidied up a little bit, had a few spa days. A couple weeks ago, got loaded up in the trailer with a friend to go see Dusty down in Upperville. Dustin Craig starts My Young Horses. He does a great job with them. She was seen off by her dad, who keeps track of all comings and goings on the farm. Thanks everyone for watching.
Harriet came here to Westwind Farms last year to be started under saddle and spent 6 or 8 weeks getting used to the basics of being saddled and ridden. She came back about 2 weeks ago to get back into work after taking the winter off and grow and mature a bit more. She had a good start last year and is a calm, smart filly that was handled and raised well before coming. So getting back into work under saddle should be pretty straightforward. I always tack up in the ring the first time as opposed to cross ties, in case something happens. The first few times, they might have a reaction to the girth after some time off. Then it's just a quick lunge both ways so I can see how she reacts to the saddle. I make sure she gets at least a few strides of canter each way, because a lot of horses won't buck until they canter. If they do buck, it's important to push them through it and encourage them to keep moving forward. In Harriet's case, she didn't react at all to the saddle, so I don't want to over lunge and make her stressed and tired. I always do a little bit of bending on the ground here if a horse hasn't been ridden for a while. This way I can make sure she will give to the bit laterally and move her feet forward and away from me, just in case she has a bad reaction to carrying a rider's weight again. I usually start out balancing my weight over the saddle in the center and allow her to move her feet and make sure she's okay taking a few steps with my weight on her and not going to tense up too much. If everything feels good, I can swing a leg over and gently sit down on her. It's very important with horses this green that they learn to move forward and be relaxed. This helps build confidence at an early stage and learn to move and carry a rider naturally with the least amount of pressure and restriction possible. At first, I make sure and do lots of bending and small circles just to feel how tense they are and try and get them to relax a little bit. But the goal is to slowly add the aids one at a time so they can understand and process each new introduction before adding more. They must be allowed to move forward on a loose rein as much as possible. Freedom of the gaits is very important at this early stage, and keeping it simple so that the horse can be happy and comfortable and cooperative with as little stress as possible. As soon as a young horse feels safe enough, I like to get them outside and hack as soon as possible. Following an older, experienced horse through the woods and creeks and down some quiet roads is some of the best training they can get at this age. I try to do as little as possible as a rider and let them learn to build confidence on their own without too much stress or interference from the rider. Most of them can learn a lot just from following a good older fox hunter around the field. At the very least, they will have a reliable buddy to help them along. Harriet will have the foundation and confidence now to help her excel in her new career and be mentally ready to process the pressures involved in preparing for her first show.